Shalom, family. Just wanted to come in today and I wanted to talk about, falling short and righteous man falling 7 times. And I want to just go ahead and point out the details of what type of man or woman this will be. This will be a righteous man that falleth 7 times, right? Not a unrighteous man that falleth 7 times. And the prime example of a righteous man falling 7 times is when we look at Peter, right? So let's look at Peter falling 7 times, right? Not even looking at how many times he fell, but we can see Peter, being with the Hamashiach right up under his bosom. And we can also see Peter not doing what Peter or what we would deem that, oh, if Peter was under the Hamashiach, if I was under the Hamashiach, I wouldn't be doing this. Yeah, Peter, son of beloved, ended up going through the same circumstances. Now, excuse me, with Peter falling, right? Peter's first fall was dealing with the fact that Peter was walking on the water, but Peter got distracted and took his eyes off of the Messiah and sank, right? And a lot of times that is what happens in our circumstances when we take our mind, or our mind is distracted by everything that's going on around us, and we take our mind off of the Messiah and we take our mind off of Yahuwah because we're worried or concerned about the things that's happening around about us. Now, this is for encouragement purposes because even the person that was right under the Messiah bosom fell, right? We can also see where Peter was rebuked, or excuse me, Hasatan was rebuked because Peter spoke something that was against what the law said, what the prophets say and what Yahuwah's word says. Yahuwah said he was going to end up, being crucified. Peter said, nah, that ain't happening. That's against what Torah says, right? So he rebuked, the Hamashiach rebuked Hasatan in Peter. So that means even Peter, the son of beloved, walking in the Messiah's, in his presence, Hasatan was still able to infiltrate Peter, right? So this is another fall. Then we can see also at the end, where Peter said, nay, Lord, I would lose my life for you, right? But at the same time, he denied the Messiah 3 times, that he didn't know them. And also he spoke different in order to convince the people that he wasn't a part of what was going on. But my thing to everybody is, remember, as close as you think that you are to the Messiah, you're still going to have downfalls. You're still going to have situations and circumstances, right? This is all a part of development. This is all a part of, growing up and becoming what Yahuwah has created us to become, right? Because he's the potter, we're the clay. I'm going to keep on reiterating this throughout all my videos because it is him who is shaping us and molding us into the individuals that we really need to be. Okay, I wanted to share that because it's very important to know that we're not the only ones that's going through tribulation. Let's look at Job. Job was a righteous man, but as a righteous man, he still got tried, and he got tried all the way down to the uttermost. Job got sifted the same way Hasatan wanted to sift Peter, down to the finite, to the finest detail, right? And that is only so that you are empty and there is nothing of Hasatan in you, so that way you can go ahead and start from the foundation, and Yahuwah can use you as an empty vessel and rebuild you and structure you. So our trials and tribulations are not hardships on us. We should be looking at them as these are times to grow, right? I'm growing past what I was. I'm growing past what I think I am, right? Because the potter is molding, but the thing that the potter is making does never ask the potter, what are you making? Just like a baby never asks his mother, what are you having, right? So with these things, we have to come to these conclusions and realizations that, listen, every trial, every tribulation is to rebuild you, okay? Rebuild you, not to condemn you, rebuild you, right? Because there is no condemnation for those who are under Hamashiach. Shalom, family. I pray that this helps somebody. Shalom.